All right. We are live. We're good to go. We should be. Yep, looks like we're good. What's going on, Dan?
Oh, not too much. I'm excited because I did not make these questions tonight, so I get to play along. Kind of. I'm intrigued on what we got tonight. So what do we have tonight? I know we got.
Oh, let me see. And I actually just finished the game here a few minutes ago. My the software was driving me nuts because it would not let me just type the answers in for some reason. I have no idea why. The space bar would not work, so I literally had to type them into a Word document, copy them, and paste them into the game. But we got her done. So we got sports, film, music, U.S. history, TV. So we got 25 questions ready to go. Let's see who's here real quick, and then we'll jump right into it. So actually, let's throw this down at the bottom real quick. So anybody that's watching this after the fact, because we're getting a lot of people that watch it after the fact, which we appreciate that. Guys, if you're watching it and you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. We are going to start doing some giveaways and some prizes. Basically, once Dan and I are able to monetize the channel, we need 1,000 subscribers to do that. So we're about a third of the way there. So we're climbing, but make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell all them. But we're live every Monday and Wednesday evening. Dan's going to be making some non-live pre-recorded videos as well, here for, some of the coming weeks and everything to be able to do it. But if you want to watch this live and not watch it after the fact, make sure you're here Monday or Wednesday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, let's be honest. The best way to watch this is live. You get to compete with other people.
Oh, yeah.
Prove how big brain you are, which is what we all want to do. Sean says no geography. Yay. So the interesting thing here is, Sean, I feel like there's people that are good at geography and history, and there's people that are good at just history or just geography. See, I'm good at history.
Yep.
Geography, not so much. And I like to think I'm good at geography, and then anytime we have the geography section, I'm not very good at it. So I am going to miss Kyle's pronunciations of certain words or geography, but we'll go back to it.
Well, you never know. I still may mess some stuff up for sure. So
yeah. All right. So
I'm good for at least one of them. So
that's true.
Right, let me get this thing ready to go here. Let's get that one started. Come on. There we go.
Get my handy dandy pen.
Bum, 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 bum. Let's see.
Tess says she's not good at either. Well, if you're not good at either, then hopefully we got 4 other categories tonight. So hopefully you'll be able to get a couple of those.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Round number 1. What is the first round?
All right. We good?
Looking good. Looking beautiful.
All right. Oh, I should be able to tell that. I got my phone in front of me so I can watch comments. And there we go. All right, here we go. Sports. What boxer claimed to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee?
Wow. I feel like if you don't know this one, then you don't know sports at all.
Yeah.
You just don't
know. You definitely don't know me if you don't know this one. You got Sugar Ray Leonard, Mike Tyson, Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali. And that one is, of course, Muhammad Ali, my favorite boxer of all time. He was a beast. I will say, though, I think he could have beat any – my opinion, I think he could have beaten any fighter in history. However, if there was one person, if you could match up different eras that I would not want him to go against, it'd be Tyson. In his prime. In his prime. Back when Customato was training him and everything, Tyson was a freak of nature.
Tyson was a better version of Frazier, and Frazier beat Ali.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Styles make fights. So sometimes, Frazier's style was not good for Ali.
All right, number 2. How many consecutive Super Bowls did the Bills make in the 90s? Now, they didn't win any of them, but they made it. 3, 4, 5, or 2?
I can't remember. I'm trying to remember. I think it's because I feel like I try to forget. I want to say it's 4, and it sucks because if you make it to 4 consecutive Super Bowls and you don't win a single one, that just, man, You don't deserve to win any. And I know everyone's like, "Oh, next year's Buffalo's year." I feel like that's a Buffalo fan, regardless of what sport. That's their favorite. Like, oh, next year,
chapter.
next year's the year. We got it.
Now the question though that I've always been curious about with this: what if they would have just won one of them? Like, what if wide right never happened? Would they have went on to win multiple? Kind of like the Cowboys in the '90s won. I think they won 3 and 4 years. They haven't even like hardly sniffed the playoffs since then. But would that have been the Bills as well? So I don't know. All right, number 3. Who's the youngest heavyweight champion in the history of boxing? Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, Rocky Marciano.
Another boxing question. Kyle and I both really are big boxing fans.
Oh yeah, I just watched Creed 2 again the other day. So
if you want some good entertainment and you enjoy boxing, watch some clips on YouTube of Mike Tyson before he won the belt. When he was his first few fights, he's fighting these guys that are, twice his age. He's like a 17, 18-year-old kid just beating the snot out of these guys in the first round. First round knockout every time. It's just amazing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, he was a stud. So yeah, this thing's doing this thing where the first round, for some reason, it's not showing it. But anybody that's curious, it is Mike Tyson. He won it at I think he was 20?
19, I think.
I think he might have been. Ali won it when he was 22, and then Tyson was the first one since then, and nobody's won it younger. So who remains the only franchise to have an undefeated NFL season? Patriots, Bears, Packers, or Dolphins?
Now, I think I know this one. Now, I believe, and once I'm going to wait for it to go all the way through. All right, I believe it's the Dolphins, correct?
It is. The Patriots made it all the way to the Super Bowl, and then the Giants upset them.
Yep. Eli Manning in his sub 500 record somehow knocked off, somehow twice beat a loaded Patriots team.
Is Eli one of the most overrated quarterbacks ever?
Well, it's interesting because the guy's got 2 rings. You can't.
You got to give him credit. He's won 2 rings.
But there's a lot of better players. Like Aaron Rodgers only got 1. He's a considerably better player. So.
Oh yeah. The Packers just haven't been able to consistently put a great team around them.
To be fair, neither Eli never had a consistently great team.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, number 5. How many NCAA men's basketball championships has Duke won? 4, 3, 5, or 6? All under Coach K, so it's all within the last 35, 40 years.
Man, so I'm trying to think here. The guy, I think it's got to be 6. It's got to be 6.
You're close.
It's 5?
It is 5.
Really? Okay. Thought it was 6.
I'd be curious to know. I knew this was 5. I knew the answer to that, but I'd be curious to know how many Final Fours and Elite Eights they made and championship games.
Yeah, a lot. Steph wanted to know what the answer to the last one was. So the answer to the last one was the Dolphins.
Yep.
I don't know why the first round sometimes does this, and I don't know why. What the reason is it does it sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. But we're gonna find out.
I feel like Duke is like that classic team that either they go a long way or they get knocked out in the first round.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we got Mama S, Dirk Stevens, and Buff Edits, all with 4, taking the +1 early on.
A lot of people doing pretty well during that, though. Everybody else getting 3. So,
yeah.
A lot of people doing well. All right, here we go. Film. Dan's got this one.
Got this in the bag. I'm going 5 for 5.
There's some good ones. There's some good ones in here. I think so.
I hope so. A lot of pressure. I'm going to answer along on this one just for funsies. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to count my score, but I'm going to go along. All right, here we go. Question number 1. Jaws is credited with creating the modern blockbuster. What year was it released? Was it 1976, 1975, 1977, 1974? We actually talked about this the other night on show.
I was just going to say, so the interesting thing is if anybody was listening last week, Dan actually gave you the answer to this one.
Nobody listens to me when I talk. I'm just rambling on.
That's right. Just ask Steph.
Yeah. So Jaws was 1975. Steven Spielberg's biggest break at the time. He had some smaller hits before that, but this was an absolute blowout winner. With an overinflated budget, the budget went up I think they said 7 times what he originally was supposed to, because of Bruce the Mechanical Shark kept failing, and he swore after that he would never film at sea again. So
it is funny that Jaws is credited for creating the modern blockbuster.
It's such a strange movie to have that happen, but honestly,
I mean, it's a great movie, but yeah, it's definitely a strange movie for that to be the one that did it.
This legendary composer is responsible for the music in Star Wars, Jurassic Park, Jaws, Indiana Jones. Who is it? Hans Zimmer, John Williams, Danny Elfman, or Aaron Sorkin? So, interesting about this is, I'm trying to think of, it's like Danny Elfman's got obviously a lot of he's got Spider-Man, he's got Batman. Hans Zimmer, of course, has done the Dark Knight trilogy and a lot of stuff with Christopher Nolan and before and after.
Here's one for you, Dan. What Disney movie did Hans Zimmer help compose?
Did the Lion King?
Yep. I was going to say we actually just watched it yesterday.
Steph said, "Don't divorce me." Oh my goodness.
I'd like to point out Tess got that right. she's heard all of these themes enough times for me, and anybody curious, Aaron Sorkin is actually not even a composer. He's a writer.
Who directed 1997's Titanic? George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, Christopher Nolan, or James Cameron? So, again, Titanic was just like Jaws. It was one of those movies the studio heads were really shitting their pants in the middle of production because it went so far over budget. And you think you hear the pitch. Any other director other than James Cameron would not have been able to pull off Titanic and have it make money. And not only make money, make a boatload of money, literally, no pun intended. The guy seems to he takes these kind of, if you really think about it, if you put it on paper, they're very simple ideas. I'm gonna make a love story about the Titanic sinking, and somehow, and he spends an absorbent amount of money, and somehow ends up making a huge profit.
Maybe, I think I solved it. Maybe that's partially the reason the Titanic sank. It was all that money the movie made.
Yeah, just
sank right to the bottom. Yep.
Oh, looks like most people got that right. Curtis isn't a Titanic fan.
Nope.
Question number 4. Before being cast as Han Solo, Harrison Ford worked in another George Lucas movie. What movie was it? Is it American Graffiti, THX 1138, Apocalypse Now, or Indiana Jones? So, fun fact, Apocalypse Now is not a George Lucas movie, so I'll give you guys a little bit of a hint.
I got a bunch of people on this one. I'm happy to say Tess got this one right as well.
So Indiana Jones actually came out a couple of years after Star Wars.
Correct.
Also, George Lucas did not direct it. I guess this doesn't ask, but Steven Spielberg directed it. George Lucas produced it. They're besties in real life.
But he said that he actually wrote the character with Harrison Ford in mind.
Yeah, I actually watched American Graffiti probably about 5-6 years back. I actually really enjoyed it. It's a
I really like it.
But it's a good movie. It's a fun movie.
Yeah, Harrison doesn't have a huge role in it, but
question number 5: What actor was just named the current highest paid actor in Hollywood? Is it Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Robert Downey Jr., Zac Efron, or Mark Wahlberg? So this is a tough one, I feel like, because certain people make a lot of money on the back end. Like Robert Downey Jr. makes a lot of money in the back end, obviously, in Marvel films. However, I'm going to go with The Rock because
nobody can touch The Rock.
The Rock is legit pulling in like $40 million a movie now, plus because I go to a movie like The Jungle Cruise coming out in a couple weeks. I'm going to go watch that because of The Rock. That's
I was going to say it does look good. I don't know that I necessarily say good, but yeah, because The Rock's in it, then it's.
Yeah, I have no other desire to go watch it other than the fact that The Rock is in it and he's awesome. So it looks like most people got that. Few people.
However, I do enjoy all four of those actors.
Yes. So on this one, looks like Sean, Tess, and Buff Edits are going to get. So Sean gets 1, Buff Edits is on 2, and Tess gets on the board with 1 as well.
All right.
Mitch says The Rock is I mean,
what?
I don't know how you can say it. I don't know anybody that doesn't like The Rock. I don't understand. Mitch, I don't understand your comment. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Tess says, love me some Zac Efron. I know. That's why I put him on there. I do enjoy Zac Efron.
I do too. I saw the guy in Baywatch, and the guy was beyond shredded. So what's the next category we got here?
Music.
Music.
This one might be interesting. All right. Who had a 1983 hit with the song Africa? Foreigner, Steely Dan, Toto, Journey. I'm curious if Tess is going to know this because we listen to the song quite a bit. It plays in the car quite a bit. She loves the song. Will she know who sings it?
Looks like she does.
Yep. I thought that one would be harder. I figured we'd get people with Journey or Foreigner.
No. Everyone, Africa is one of those songs that even if you don't know who the hell Toto is and you couldn't name another song of theirs, you know this song because it's an epic song. The only person I know in existence that doesn't like this song is my mother-in-law. Don't know why she hates it. What? She must just hate. She has hate in her heart. You have hate in your heart if you hate this song. But yeah, looks like everyone got that right. Okay.
There we go. Here we go. All right. Darius Rucker went on to be a successful solo act. What band was he frontman for prior to that? Third Eye Blind, The Smashing Pumpkins, Collective Soul, or Hootie and the Blowfish? Oh, Sean's pulling out Rosanna. There we go. One more Toto. So this is a 90s song. So if you're a 90s fan, there you go. We got a couple at the end of this I think are going to stump some people.
I hope so. Because it looks like everyone's getting these ones. I mean, I'm actually surprised Curtis got this. This was before his time.
I love Hootie and the Blowfish. Actually, I like all three of these. My least favorite out of all four, Smashing Pumpkins. But
I only know a few of their songs. I don't mind the songs I know, but I just haven't really.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Haven't taken my time to listen to them too much. If I'm being honest.
All right, number 3. Which band released songs such as Rio, Girls on Film, and The Reflex? Genesis, New Order, Depeche Mode, Duran Duran.
Depeche Mode, Kyle.
Is it Depeche Mode or Depeche Mode?
It's Depeche Mode.
Okay, you always used to call it Depeche Mode.
Way back, back in the day. Well, my pea brain didn't understand, but it is Depeche Mode. And it is not Depeche Mode.
We got some people on this one.
It's because you said Depeche Mode, and they're like, damn, that sounds... He knew you said it with such confidence. It is Duran Duran.
Yeah.
I have really liked Duran Duran now. As I get older,
I would agree. I like them a lot more the older I get compared to...
And the funny thing is, a lot of these songs, like Rio, is one of the ones I'm not really crazy about.
What's your favorite Duran Duran song?
Oh.
I'm going to go with Ordinary World.
Ordinary World's really good.
I do love that song. All right, number 4. Who's the lead singer of the Rolling Stones? I think they're overrated personally.
Kyle, jeez.
Steven Tyler, Mick Jagger, Steve Perry, John Lennon.
Oh, no, Curtis. Oh, no.
What do you think of the Stones, Dan?
I would agree. I think I like the few of their songs I like. For the most part, I think they're one of those bands that, like, if you see them live, you fall in love with them. Like, you become kind of like a Deadhead. I think you love the bands if you see them live, but like, I could be wrong. But Kurt says the only name he knows on the list. Sean says "Ordinary World" is great. "Ordinary World" is a phenomenal song.
I do love that song. I think this next one's gonna get some people.
All right, let's see. Do your worst.
It slaps.
It slaps. Oh boy.
Here we go. All right. Which of the following is not a studio album by the band Pink Floyd? Moving Pictures, The Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were Here, Animals.
Ooh, this is an interesting one.
See if we have some Pink Floyd fans out there. Do you know what it is, Dan?
Okay, my gut's telling me. Is it Moving Pictures?
I can't tell you. We're gonna find out. The suspense. We got a lot of differing answers.
I believe Moving Pictures was the album for. I could be wrong. Hold on, I'm gonna see what the answer is, but then I'm gonna guess. But is it gonna tell us?
We got a lot of differing.
We do got a lot of different ones. I'm scared. Yes. So Moving Pictures was. That was Duran Duran. No, that was Girls on Film was the album. What was Moving? Which one's Moving Pictures?
I can't remember, to be honest with you.
Def Leppard? No, that's
it might have been. I'm trying to remember. Oh, look at that. We got.
So Sean got 2. Dirk's now got 2. So we got 3. Oh, and then Mama. So we got a 4-way tie with 2, and then Tessa's got 1. We got an interesting one going into round number 4.
Oh, baby. U.S. history.
I'm going to look this up real quick because I need to know. I need to know Moving Pictures. Which?
Trying to remember.
Rush.
Yep. Okay.
I wouldn't have guessed Rush. I like Rush's music, but I don't really know their albums.
U.S. history. This will be interesting right here.
I like history questions. All right, so question number 1. Who was the first president to be live on television? Is it FDR, Herbert Hoover, JFK, or Calvin Coolidge? So I guess this is an interesting one. The first to be live on television. Now I have my guess, and my guess is it's JFK because it was the first televised debate he had with Nixon. I think it was Nixon who was debating. But I don't know.
Somebody got it right. A couple people got it right.
Who was it?
FDR.
Really? What was he doing on there?
I don't know. That's one I found online. I was looking for an extra question and I found that one.
Interesting. Okay, Sean.
A lot of people going with JFK on that one.
That was I knew he was the first. It was the first live presidential debate, I guess, but I don't know. Question number 2: Where is the Liberty Bell located? Philadelphia, Boston, Williamsburg, or Gettysburg? I hope people get this right, but I don't think you can even go touch it now. We had the honor of touching it at one point.
Yeah, I was gonna say we were able to touch it when we were younger, but yeah, I don't even think you're able to now.
I think people.
I thought I'd at least get one person to go with. I figured Gettysburg would be one that.
But why? That's not even the same.
I don't know. I just figured somebody's gonna either think Boston or Gettysburg.
Yes, Gettysburg, the birth of a nation. Gettysburg is pretty badass, so I love going. I haven't been there in a while. I really like.
It's a cool town. Yeah, I haven't been there in probably 15 years.
Yeah, back when I was in elementary school, I had an unhealthy obsession with the Civil War. Question number 3: What is the name of the pilgrim ship? The Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria, or the Mayflower? So 3 of these are Christopher Columbus' ship, right?
Yes.
Kyle. He's making him too easy, peeps. I'm telling you, he's being too nice. I'm hoping you better.
You got it. It's It's the calm before the storm.
Okay. All right. Here we go. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, that one was probably a little bit easy. Got to go back to third grade history.
It's been a while.
That's what I'm saying. I figured I'd get somebody. The game didn't help me by how it literally laid them out 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Like I was hoping like they were gonna move Nina and Pinta and a couple of those around.
Yeah. What year did the Model T hit the market? 1918, 1928, 1938, and 1908. This one's I think this is a little tougher.
Mm-hmm.
I
wouldn't have got. I came up with the question. I would not have gotten the answer on this one if I didn't look it up.
All right, so I'm gonna guess in a minute. I'm just gonna wait until it. So is it 1918?
It is not. A lot of people guessed that, but it is
19,
not. It's the one that nobody. I don't think nobody guessed it.
1908. Oh, okay. Sheesh.
Yep. I thought I might get some people with that. I was gonna keep them all in like a same 4-year time gap, and I was like, no, I think I'm gonna leave the 8 at the end of all of them.
Yeah.
Mess with people's minds a little bit.
With the savage question here.
That's right. Told you, it's the calm before the storm.
Steph thinking, damn, World War II's about coming around, and we didn't even have the Model T yet. Question number 5. Abolitionist John Brown raided the arsenal in which Virginia town? Harper's Ferry, Richmond, Harrisonburg, Martinsburg.
Buffett, it says that the Model T slaps. That's right. Got to have a little Model T flex right there.
Yep, you can have it any color you want as long as it's black.
That's right. Oh, we got a couple people on this one. John Brown raided Harper's Ferry.
You know, I just realized, though, a lot of Virginia cities and towns have burg at the end. I never really thought about that much. But they do. And so does Pennsylvania, though. Pennsylvania's got a few, too, like Harrisburg and Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
One of those. New York doesn't do that. We have boring town names like Buffalo. I rip on Buffalo a lot on this. But I really do like Buffalo. That's gotta put Dirk right there, right? So we got Dirk and Sean both pulling away with 3. Mitch taking a point on here. But let's see. Yeah, Dirk's got 3 and Sean's got 3. Mama S and Buffett's have 2. Tess and Mitch have 1 each going into the final round.
TV.
Oh, they're saying something's in West Virginia. I'm not sure which one they're talking about here. One of them.
Oops. There we go.
Well, the ones I was talking about as far as Harrisburg and geez Louise, what was I even talking about? I went on this rant and I don't even remember what I was talking about. Anyway, he says Dinkelberg. Oh my gosh. Fairly Odd Parents. Oh, Harper's Ferry's in West Virginia. Yeah.
I forgot to put the West in there. All right, here we go. TV. In the TV show MASH, what was the nickname of Corporal Walter O'Reilly? Hawkeye, Hot Lips, Radar, or Trapper? I'll admit I've never seen this show. This was a question the game came up with on this one.
I tried. I went to Steph's parents' house when they were watching it, and I found it so incredibly boring.
Yeah, I feel like I can watch old movies like nobody's business, and I enjoy old movies. I can't watch old TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they're, yeah.
If they're like 80s, I can watch. But once you get into like the 70s, a lot of TV shows lose me. I'm like, no.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You should have put one of the names in there instead of Hot Lips. You should have done Thunder Lips.
The ultimate male.
The ultimate male. From Rocky 3. Oh, God. I hope that's not the actual answer. Maybe it is, but I don't think anyone.
It's not even going to tell us. I can't remember. All right, number 2. What state does Family Guy take place primarily? Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, New York.
So Family Guy is one of those shows that very long time I watched every episode over and over. Takes place in Quahog. And
Mitch.
Massachusetts.
Ooh, Sean missed that one too.
Man, there is an episode where they talk about Massachusetts and they do a song about it.
I threw Massachusetts in there because I figured we'd get people that thought the Boston accent.
Yeah, it does take place in Quahog, Rhode Island, and a lot of references to Quahog. Quahog's, I guess, a clam. I don't know. I guess that's what it means, but Sean says he's not a Family Guy fan. Okay, that's fair.
That is fair. All right, Dan, this one's for you. In DuckTales, what is the name of the city where all the main characters live? Duckwing, Duckburg, Tailspin, Wingford.
Well, this is an easy one. Where
does Scrooge McDuck and his family live?
There's a fun episode on YouTube that talks about them living in it's in Duckburg, and how much money Scrooge McDuck has, and they figure out the dude's worth like $1 trillion when they calculated how much is in his vault, something like that. I don't know. See, Duckburg is probably in Virginia or Pennsylvania.
Ooh, you're probably right. Your wife got it wrong.
She didn't watch DuckTales.
Oh,
she had a deprived childhood. These poor.
What is DuckTales? Oh.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yep.
Wow. Ooh, this one I don't know either.
Number 4. How many seasons did Seinfeld run? 10, 8, 9, or 11?
I never could get into Seinfeld. I've tried a few times.
Same here.
I just don't find it funny. I
came up with this question, but yeah, for whatever reason, I can't get into Seinfeld like I can other shows.
And I know they say it's the show about nothing where nothing happens, and maybe that's why I don't like it. I don't know. I'm not a fan personally.
So the answer is 9.
9.
I'm going to be curious. We have no idea who's been getting what right. So this is going to be interesting.
This is coming down to the nitty gritty. If Dirk and Sean do not place, that gives room for Mama S and Buff Edits to come in. So I do have a question. That's a tiebreaker. So
sweet. I do know. All right, here we go. Which of the following won the first ever season of American Idol in 2002? Justin Guarini, Ruben Studdard, Chris Daughtry, Kelly Clarkson.
So I don't know for sure, but I know the first 2 seasons, didn't they make a movie on? It was from Justin to Kelly or something. Wasn't there a movie?
Oh yeah, I think you might be right.
So Kelly won the first season, correct? I never watched American Idol, but
correct, yeah.
And then that Justin guy won season 2. Maybe?
Yes. Yep. And then Ruben Studdard won, I think, season 3. Chris Daughtry actually never won. He came in second.
And the dude had...
Which is funny because he's the second most successful on here behind Kelly Clarkson. Yeah. Actually, I mean, I guess technically, depending on who you ask, maybe he's more successful.
Yeah. Guy's made a lot of money. He's had a lot of slapping hits.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Daughtry used to slap.
Now, this is here we go, and we have a tie right now between Sean and Dirk. Thankfully, I have a tiebreaker question already made up in my brain, so I'm going to give it a minute, and then I'm gonna say it. So the first one between the two of them to answer.
Hold on, let me. Let's do this. There we go. Oops. Uh-oh. No. There we go. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch comments here for it.
The first one, anyone else is welcome to answer if they want to. or field a guess. So you can type in any amount. But the first between Sean and Dirk to answer will win. So the question is, what year was the Summer Olympics that took place in Berlin under Nazi regime? In Berlin. What year specifically?
I know.
Okay. Anyone else can answer.
I'm very, very confident in my
And
answer.
the closest, if neither of them get it right, the closest will be awarded. So Dirk says 1944.
Let's see what Sean says. Hold on.
Says 1938. He was correct. It is 1936. Mom ass did get that right. It took place in 1936.
I was going with 36 was my guess.
It was 3 years and a couple months before Germany invaded Poland. They wanted to kind of give the ruse that Nazi Germany was perfect.
That was the Olympics with Jesse Owens, right?
Jesse Owens, yeah, he was kind of dominated.
Wait, so neither one of them got it right. What are we doing now?
So the first, I did the closest who got it. So Sean got the closest to
gotcha.
That's why I did a number one. That way, whoever got closest would. So Sean, congratulations! You came out on top on this one.
Told you, Sean is a professional trivia player. I'm convinced.
So Dirk comes in second place, close second, and then we had Buffett's and Mama S, and then Mitch and Tess both placed. This was actually a low placing one as far as it was just a few people placing a lot versus the last one we did Monday. A lot of people placed 1 or 2 points. So
again, guys, make sure let everybody you know about it. When we hit 1,000 subs and we have to hit a certain amount of watch hours, we should be fine on that. So when we hit 1,000 subs, we'll be able to start monetizing the channel, and we'll be able to start doing some giveaways and stuff like that to winners. So get as many people as you know on, and anybody watching it afterwards, you're missing out if you don't watch the live version.
That's right. We'll see you guys again on Monday. We're torn between which one we're going to be doing, but we'll let you know ahead of time. Might be a history one. It might be more of a specific one. It might be, I don't know, we thought of a few different things. It might be a movie specific. It might be. So we'll let you know.
Dan's going to have a pre-recorded one coming out possibly Friday.
Possibly. Not going to promise anything.
Yeah, I'd say we'll see sometime in the very near future.
Yeah. Sean says he's got to get ready for his trivia job. Oh, yep.
That's right. I'm convinced.
So, all right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a good night. We'll see you Monday night.
Have a great night, guys.